On this retro edition of Outlook TV, the village people at the Calgary Gay Rodeo.
JP went to Ireland for the Irish referendum.
And Connie Smudge gets her hoedown at the Cowboy and Cowgirl party at Whistler Pride. And much, much more.
Hello and welcome to Outlook TV. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Robert Mackay, and this is the Queer Magazine News Show with the stories that matter the most from coast to coast.
We are coming to you from Winter Wonderland in Vancouver, and we're going to take you on a little bit of a trip back through time. We're going to go with our favorite stories from 2015 in this retrospective.
And our first stop in this retrospective is going to be with Connie Smudge at the Whistler Pride 2015 for the Cowboy and Cowgirl dance.
Hello everyone, it's your intrepid reporter, the unstoppable Connie Smudge, reporting from Buffalo Bills in Whistler. It is time for Cowgirl Cowboy Evening. I'm so excited. They're learning how to do like two-step. We're going to talk to the organizers, we're going to talk to the DJ, and we're going to talk to a lot of these hot men and women. Come on, baby, let's go check it out.
There's a place I know about. There's programs out.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fabulous. Look at this turnout.
Yeah, it's great.
Men, women alike, absolutely here to rock it out.
Yeah.
Well, two-step it out.
Two-step it out, and West Coast swing it out, and line dance it out. Yeah, all those things.
I saw everyone just getting sort of taught a little bit of the two-step, sort of quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow.
Yeah.
It's amazing how quickly people pick it up.
Yeah, it's not that hard. The basics aren't that hard. It's just a really great opportunity to get people together and just to have a good time together.
Slow, slow. Leads go get your partner and dance. Quick, quick, slow. Slow, quick, quick, slow. Slow.
Everyone dances with everyone else, so it's actually a really good mix. You can't come to a country event and not be connected with people because you won't be a wallflower. People will pull you out and pull you into the crowd.
Quick, quick, slow, slow. We're doing a turn on the quick, quick.
So you're doing some things downtown. Is it just at the Pump Jack, or is there somewhere else?
No, we actually meet every Thursday, and it's in the St. Paul's Church downtown on Jervis. And we go from 7 to 9:30. We do a lesson usually between 7 and 8, and then we do open dancing for the rest of the evening.
We're here with Billy the Kid. You're spinning some tunes, my friend.
Absolutely.
I love the blend of the tunes too. It's not just country. There's a little bit of rock and roll, a little bit of 70s, just like you can hear right now. Is this your first year doing it?
No, this is my second year.
Are you enjoying it?
Absolutely.
Are you loving all the men loving you? They're worshiping.
I haven't seen too much love this year. I got a little bit more last year.
The night is young.
Absolutely.
So everyone's just doing sort of freewheeling dancing, and you're just here to spin the tunes and make us dance like crazy.
Absolutely.
Are you from Whistler?
I'm not. I'm actually from Gold Coast, Australia.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I still am the unstoppable Connie Smudge. I am your intrepid reporter, and I'm right here at the fabulous Buffalo Bills in Whistler. And I'm going to go do a little two-stepping before it totally closes down, but I want to thank you for joining. I'm still reporting for Outlook TV.
Up next in our retrospective, we're going to take you back to a story by Gareth.
That's right, it's going to be a web series by him, so why don't you go check him out?
From the Greeks to gay marriage, men have found creative and complex ways to love each other.
We're guests on set of the MFL series. Let's go check them out.
But not polyamorous at all, until Michael came along.
In 2011, the Health Initiative for Men conducted a community consultation, and during that consultation we found that most gay men have some online presence, whether or not it's finding a partner or finding gay health information. People spend a lot of time online, particularly gay men. So when we were designing the MFL series, we really wanted something that would engage gay men where they are. That's an important part of the work we do at Health Initiative for Men. The ideas behind MFL were really to discuss what might otherwise be a taboo subject. So drug use in the community, group sex in the community, non-monogamous relationships. And we wanted to create a space where we could have that dialogue and really discuss those issues in a way that was culturally appropriate for gay men, but also accessible.
I know they have computers at the bathhouse, and people are always on like
Oh,
certain
really?
sites and
Okay.
stuff. So if you post something live, the chances are someone at the bathhouse might read it.
We know we had a loyal viewership of about 1,500 gay men in Vancouver who were watching the series regularly, and of course our analytics tell us that we've had viewers as far as Australia and Israel, so this series has spread.
My gay image of a sex party is like someone hosts at their apartment and invites like top, bottoms versus guys.
I knew the guys at the table when we were answering the questions, so it just felt like a regular night out with some drinks and gossiping and chatting about anything that sort of comes up. So it wasn't really acting. It was sort of, we were posed these questions and sort of answered with our gut response.
I did the illustrations, and then someone else made them move and sort of designed the sort of look and the speed at which they came across the screen. And we decided together that it was probably best to go for sort of a clean look.
I think people with an outgoing personality are more attracted to group sex.
Initially, we did a call to have people sort of share their stories with us because we wanted to capture, a diverse set of experiences. But because of the nature of their stories, and we wanted people to sort of not hold back, we ensured their anonymity. So they told their stories and were silhouetted. And then we had volunteers and models and people reenact it so that in ensuring their anonymity, we sort of got all the juicy details.
The background acting was fun. It was nice to, it was sort of a low pressure role to just sort of be in the background and not have the focus completely be on you. So that was a fun part of it.
Watch the MFL web series at www.checkhimout.ca. Scarcey CJV for Outlook TV.
We're gonna have to take just a little break now while we get massaged.
Santa's got magic fingers, Rebecca.
Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV. We just whipped up a few of these fruity animals while we were on break. No big deal.
No. We're going to be cutting to our next story with Gary on the Russian update. And let's hope that they've been putting him in his place.
Our Russian update takes us to Vancouver and Moscow. First, we go to the Vancouver offices of Out on Screen, where we met with Metha Brown, panel judge for the Russian LGBT Film Festival in St. Petersburg, Russia.
The audience was remarkable. It was incredibly diverse. You can tell that the organizers, Manny, Gulia, and Masha, have done quite a lot of work to build community between different portions of the community. So you have people not only from very, very different sexual or gender identities, but you also have people from very, very different professional walks of life, people from very different parts of the city. You'll have folks from lawyers to sex workers to bankers to educators to filmmakers. And then you'll also have people that are from right in the center, which is sort of the arts district, all the way out to the very margins of St. Petersburg before it dwindles out into the countryside.
Tell us about the film your panel selected.
The one that won for the short film category was by Olga Privolnova. And in terms of films that really celebrate what is queer love during times of restriction and persecution, seeing actual queer and trans lives, seeing people in conversation with their partners about what queer love means and what it does for them was extraordinary.
How can we help?
There is a vibrant queer scene that needs support in Russia from the rest of the world. And so to the degree that Canadians and queer film lovers can be partners in making sure that they get the support that they need for both their art and their people and their community and advancing the fight that they're fighting, to the degree that we can show up and be good partners in that is incredibly important to them and should be to us.
Now from Moscow, we have Askold Kurov, co-director of the film Children 404, to update us on the trial of Elena Klimova.
Elena Klimova, the founder of Children 404 online group, was found guilty for gay propaganda. But now she's waiting for appeal. Finally, we'll find that she's guilty. Then she will be fined for 50,000 Russian rubles, even less than $1,000. But after that, all these websites and online group will be blacklisted and banned in Russia.
Askold, what happened on your recent visit to the Ukraine?
When I visited Kiev last time, LGBT young people club, they have special event in order to support Children 404 group, and I visited them and I felt that people, LGBT people in Ukraine can feel much more free.
With the Ukrainian situation on the minds of most Russians, the persecution of LGBTQ people takes a back seat. But for how long? This is Gary Wolfader for Outlook TV.
As Robert brushes up on his knife skills, we are going to take you to gorgeous in Toronto for Taste of Life.
Taste for Life kicks off their restaurant event with pre-dinner cocktails at a Flair for Life.
Flair for Life is part of Taste for Life and is put on by the Pride at Work Network. And it's the official cocktail event, pre-dinner event for Taste for Life. A number of folks who will be attending that event tonight, and then once they're finished their fine cocktails, they'll be going to a number of the restaurants that are participating at with Taste on Church Street.
An event like Taste for Life requires assistance from the corporate world to run smoothly.
Also, I want to do a quick shout out to Toronto Dominion Bank. They are our chief sponsor for Taste for Life, and we're very proud to have them as our chief sponsor for the past 15 years.
For Outlook TV in Toronto, you can always call me gorgeous.
Ooh, look what came out.
Oh, it's normal. It's normal.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to make some ornaments now, and while we do, we're going to take you to JP and the Irish referendum.
I'm John Paul Payne, and I'm here in Dublin, Ireland. Yesterday, Ireland became the first country in the world to hold a referendum on marriage equality. The referendum asked the people, should the constitution change to allow same-sex couples to marry? Ireland was once the most socially conservative country in the Western world, with a strong Roman Catholic influence. Homosexuality was only decriminalised here 23 years ago, but today the votes are being counted and Ireland decides the equality of its LGBT children.
Good evening, Canada. Can we have your votes, please? It's a resounding yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Islanders, de poids! Ole, ole, okay, 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 okay.
Just so proud and excited that this day has come, and yeah, it's great for all of us. Sylvie has been campaigning in school, drawing posters, and actually Sylvie had always planned to marry her best friend Matilda, so it's a big day for her. And Wolfie today announced that he's actually a girl, so we're all happy.
Yeah, but we never know how our kids are going to turn out, but we now know that at least they're going to be equal in the eyes of the law. They're equal to us anyway, and everyone else is, but now they're in the eyes of the law they are. That's amazing, so yeah.
For me personally, it's momentous as well again, because everybody has their own personal stories and how much torture people go through when they're gay or lesbian when they're growing up, and I think it just makes such a difference whenever people accept you for what you are and for how you look and for how you act and for how you dress so it's just great. It's just a great day. It's a great day. I think this is just this small little country in the west of Europe, which just shows that people need to start thinking differently.
Russia, we're coming for you, and Ireland is on an absolute love buzz, and we're not stopping here. This should be worldwide.
We were actually campaigning for the yes vote. We're from the Anti-Austerity Alliance, and we've been campaigning for 3 weeks solid, 2 stalls every day, all over Tala, all over Dublin. And we are really, really happy at the result today.
So today's a great day all round.
Absolutely brilliant. About bloody time.
So it's a yes from Ireland. The people have voted in favour of marriage equality, sending a clear message of love and acceptance to the LGBT community. Ireland, we love you. I'm John Paul Payne in Dublin for Outlook TV.
We're going to take just a little break now.
We're going to take a snooze with this bear here.
Hi, we're the Village People.
people, and you're watching Outlook TV.
Oh, stop snoring, Robert.
I'm sorry. But Rebecca, for weeks now I've been asking you to come see my sketch.
But your sketch is showing.
That's right. Let's go see Kelsey and her story at XYYVR for your sketches showing.
I'm Kelsey Smart, reporting at XYYVR at the debut of a brand new comedy show called Your Sketch is Showing, produced by Amy Wilding, where we'll see a brand new 3-part format that's never been seen here in the city.
All kinds of different rocks for you, man. Oh my God. Oh yeah.
That was incredible.
Yeah, the one with the tiger and the barbarian princess riding on the back, huh? Just for you, huh?
Oh my God.
It's such a fantastic show. It's a mix of improv and sketch comedy. Sure, improv and sketch comedy gets mixed at other shows across the city, but not like this in the sense that you're going to come and see an improv scene. It's then going to potentially become a live sketch. That live sketch could potentially become a produced sketch. I have 3 segments to my show. You see live improv, live sketch, and produced sketches. And lets the audience vote on what they've seen. The audience is helping us create what's going to become a live sketch down the road based on one-word suggestions sometimes. So it's so great. It's very interactive. At the end of the night, I'm going to liken this to a movie or something of that cost, and we just ask for you to pay what you can. The joke is we didn't charge you to get in, but we're going to charge you to get out. So I'm locking the doors right now, and hopefully people are going to get their wallets out. What happens is I split whatever the audience donates. I just split it equally among the cast and the techs that help me out tonight.
Oh, it's fantastic. Totally unexpected, did not expect whatsoever to come to this event, and just pleasantly surprised. Fantastic, I love good improv and comedy sketches. It's fabulous. It's great, yeah.
I like to put my peel right in. I think I'm going to have a bite, too.
I gotta take a picture. Everybody knows I go to CrossFit and they don't.
Seeing the videos were really good. The film sketches were great. The selfie one was pretty hilarious and just awful. With death by selfies, you know, it's never a good thing. But yeah, and the cooking with Amy was fantastic. Love the little arm gags, you know, it's always fantastic and messy. It was messy and filthy, but I love it.
Quality right there.
You have some on your face. You're so cute. Still got wow.
There's something very unique that's happening here with Queerprov and now with your sketches showing, is that it's not just hilarious, which it is. You'll be entertained and you'll laugh your heads off. And who doesn't need a good laugh, right? So it's a lot of fun. But we're also really building community. Every single person that I perform with here tonight is not only hilarious, but they're also extremely loving. Anybody who has never gone to a gay bar before, we're totally welcome to everybody, to queer and our allies. So definitely come on out and be part of our community.
For Outlook TV, I'm Kristin Malloy. We're at Toronto's Bell Tiff Lightbox Theatre for the 2015 Inside Out Film Festival, where we're covering the screening of Transfixed, the touching story of Martine Stonehouse, a trans woman on the autistic spectrum, and her quest to achieve sex reassignment surgery and get married.
Sometimes I can get into a situation where I get lost in trance. It was happening a lot in my life until I met John.
John, Alon and Chris have shown a very frank and honest reflection of your married relationship with Martine. How do you feel about having that relationship reflected in the film?
I wasn't crazy about it before, but it's okay. I think it's good now. As a matter of fact, when it was done, where I was working, people where I worked, a lot of them weren't crazy about it. Some weren't. It was a sore point for a lot of people. But now, 2 people from work have come, and including one of the top bosses where I work. So it's actually much better. I'm actually quite proud of it. And to be honest, I really wasn't back then, but I am now.
Last night I had a dream, and it was about John and I getting married. And it was a nice non-denominational, non-traditional wedding. I know what it was like in each of the scenes filming it, but then to actually see it on the big screen, well, that's quite a difference, and it's quite amazing to see the outcome of it, and the fact that it came all together and it came out as a great film. It's a big struggle between the money I have and the money I need, and there's not enough to go around, so it's making it very difficult.
And I make far less money than she does, so it's very difficult.
I met somebody that was more bizarre than me. I thought that I'm very bizarre in this world, and I met somebody that's so different that I thought, okay, I can understand her, but I would like to tell her story, and just it's what it is.
The recipient of the Pride Award is Martine Stonehouse.
It's a story about acceptance of yourself. It's a story about identity, and I think it's important to screen here because I think Martine could teach people a lot about themselves and what it takes to be who you really are.
Took me a little while to understand Martine as she talked about some of her struggles, but after a few years I learned and I thought about it. She's always supported me. She's always been there for the struggle, and I just thought how incredibly powerful that was. And we've become friends and almost inseparable around the advocacy piece around trans rights in Ontario and Canada.
John will think that Patty and I got married, right? Yeah. I'm hoping that the film helps both the trans community and the autism community, because we have both. And this is where they would say in a conventional story, and they lived happily ever after.
Oh, you rimmed it.
Yeah, that usually do.
Well, we're going to take you to Calgary next with Chad.
That's right, he's going to be covering the Village People.
I can't wait. How many are you going to play all your favorites up there?
Well, we'll try.
Is that how long are you guys here for in Canada? Just for today?
Tonight.
Oh, really?
Tomorrow.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, great. The America, how are you guys feeling about now being legalized all across the state?
Fantastic. It's fantastic, and it's kind of strange that it took so long.
Yeah.
But, I think it's great for everyone.
And Stonewall Inn has become a heritage site as well?
It's a landmark now. They can't build over it or tear it down or anything, which is wonderful.
It is.
Again, all the way around. We love you, Canada!
Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for this edition of Outlook TV, because our ride is here and we gotta go.
But don't you forget to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and if you want to volunteer with us, shoot us an email.
You don't get to drive the car, though. That's ours.
It's a one-time thing.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Robert Mackay.
Stay fabulous, Canada.